In 1976, my parents left India and moved to the United States to live the American dream. And they both were in school and worked full-time jobs, and they basically had no time outside of that. And all of a sudden, a year later, I was born, and my parents had no money because they came here with $8 in their pockets, and they were working full-time jobs, and they had to find a way to take care of me. And my mom had to make the toughest decision she's ever made in her entire life. And both my parents saved up enough money to send me back home to live with my grandparents, aunts and uncles in Delhi, India. And you can imagine how hard that must have been on a first-time mom who had to send her child back home to India for a 2-year period without her. At the time, it was $24 to make a long-distance phone call. There was no Vodafone, there was no FaceTime, there was none of this. And the only way we could communicate was by cassette tape. And my mom would send me a cassette with her voice on it, just telling me how much she loved me, and she would sing lullabies to me, and we recorded over that same cassette tape for a 2-year period. And so I dedicate this song called the Evergreen Cassette to all the moms out there in the world, and to all the parents who make sacrifices for their children. And this is one big thank you to all of you for loving your children as much as you do and for doing everything that you do for them. This is called the Evergreen Cassette. If I mistook the sun for mango, I'd fly up there and reach for it too. It's the story of something older and bigger than me and you. And you told it in a letter in the form of an evergreen cassette. And I played it in the morning till after the sun would set. See, Mother, I believe that half of everything I hear is true. Between you and me, I believe the anecdotes too. In the veranda, in the midnight heat, cousins and I would wait for the rains, singing songs about America. And then the first drops came. So don't worry, even though you were oceans and continents away. I heard evergreen hits, lullabies, and everything you had to say. See, Mother, I believe that half of everything I hear is true. Between you and me, I believe the anecdotes too. Time could be bent with the drop of a tear. You'd see it rained in our house for a year. went with the drop of a tear. And though you say you missed out all of those years, your voice on